Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you so much for joining us today. Uh, the webinar series that we have been doing since the start of the year has been focusing on different aspects related to what are the different things that we, as educators, as researchers, as creators, that we are using in our workflow. And today's session is no different. There has been a push in education basically to use AI generated videos for teaching, communication, onboarding, and collaboration. Yet, yet for many educators, videos still feel a little complex, especially AI generated, because you have to think about, okay, how to ensure that there is character consistency. How is it that we make sure that it follows it follows the script that we have given it. Either they are too small, or at times they don't showcase what we really want them to. At times there are too many tools, too many steps, and often too much effort for something that should actually make your work simpler. So instead of becoming a support, it becomes another task. The Google Vids Lab is not about advanced editing or producing polished media. It's about something more practical. How to create clear, usable, effective videos without overcomplicating the process. How do we bring videos into our workflows in a way that actually supports teaching and communication? And before we begin, a quick note about Skilling Future and why we are running this series. At Skilling Future, our focus is always about helping educators uh, figure out what are and empower them with respect to the current tools, what is it that they can work with, and helping them in achieving clarity and purpose. Today's session is basically part of this journey. We are joined by 𝗪𝗵𝘁. She is the co-founder of Skilling Future, who brings deep experience in working with creative aspects. She's an ESL educator, and you should definitely follow her on LinkedIn and TikTok to have a look at what are the different insights that she is bringing along. Andy's work focuses on simplifying how technology and especially AI fits into everybody's practice, helping educators move from understanding features to actually using them effectively. And that's what you will experience in today's session. It's not a passive session. We would love if you guys are following Andy step by step along the way so that you can ask questions with respect to that. Okay, what worked, what didn't work, how is it that you can also work on creating similar videos. So whether you're new to video tools or just looking for a simpler way to use them, this session is designed exactly for you. So thank you, all of you, for being there. Andy, over to you.
Thank you very much, Sana. Hi, everybody. How are you today? Thank you for joining us. We're really excited to share today's session because it's going to be very hands-on. We want you to follow along to open the tool if you have it in your computer. So we would like to make it fun and entertaining at the same time. So it's not just you passively getting this information, but practicing along. So we are focusing, especially from the beginning of the year, we were focusing on Google Space, let's say, features, and all the things that we can do in Google Spaces, basically because that's what most schools usually have, apart, of course, that those schools that have perhaps the Microsoft accounts, which we're going to dedicate a whole session or sessions to that as well. But for the now, we're working with everything that Google Spaces offer, especially the space in Google that enables the possibility for you to cooperate and collaborate with other colleagues. So why specifically we're talking about Google Vids today? For those that don't know much about Google Vids is an AI-powered video creation app. And with Vids, you can create custom videos right in your web browser without necessarily having lots of experience editing video or none in case that you guys have like zero experience editing video, because that's what Google does. It creates products that are so intuitive and so user friendly that either you've got experience or not, it can be used by everybody. That's the spirit. So the reason why we wanted to create this session, or the focus, was specifically for you to understand how to turn documents, scripts, and ideas into videos quickly, to build collaboration, because as you will see, it is so intuitive and easy that things that you were already doing, like sharing Google Docs or Google Slides, you can do that as well with Google Vids. You can scale the learning impact in your educational centers or businesses in case that you are trainers or independent educators. And of course, if you are working with, if you're creating awareness or advocacy of any sort, you can create material in a much more scalable way. So there are a million things that you can do. Now, before we start, it is important that the things that you need to do in order to be ready are to have in mind exactly what is it that you want, because it's going to help you save time and resources, as well as something that is very important, especially if you're working with your education school package. So the first thing, if you are in the latest group, if you're going to work with your Google Space package, is to talk to your admin. Why admins? Because admins are the ones that control, basically switch on and off the AI features, and they are the ones who also know who are the ones who are supposed to have access or not. Basically policy and uh, for control reasons, in order for us to, have a better use of the assets that the school has. So it is good to have a conversation with the admin in case that you, as an educator of your center, don't have it. So this said, let's get started. Now, there are many ways for us to access Google Vids. Of course, we can directly access it from our Google Launcher. Okay, we go here. And for those that are already familiarized with the Google Launcher, you see that we have all this. This is Google Space. So in this case, here it is. You can click it and there you have it. Yes? So let's see. Is it visible, Sana? Or not yet? Has not appeared yet?
It hasn't appeared yet.
Okay.
The Google Vids, it's opening, I think so. It's more of an internet thing. It will appear.
What
Yeah,
about
it's
now?
visible now.
Yes?
It's visible now. Yeah.
Okay. And the other way that you can also access to it is with through your Drive, which, by the way, I am not going to, do it right now, just in case my computer glitches again. So here we are. This is how your Google Vids looks like. And the first thing that we're going to do first is an overview of all the things that we have in the projects. This section is called the projects. And of course that we can go ahead and create one from scratch. But I would say that in that way, it's perhaps a little bit more complicated. So we're going to focus on all the projects that we have here. So I'm going to walk you through it. Okay, sounds good? Yes, show me some thumbs up or some love in the chat so I know that you guys are following. Yes? All right. Okay, people. So first of all, let's talk about the ones that are going to make your life a lot easier. Since the idea is to come prepared and with already a project in mind, but you don't know very well where to start, there are two ways that we can simplify the work. We can either go to storyboard or to templates. Storyboard is let's say, is the feature that will allow you to describe by using a simple prompt the whole video without you necessarily having to do much. But the good news is that not only that it's going to create the video for you, but also by just adding a couple of details, you can create 3 to 4 minute video. Of course, if you would like to have something a little bit longer, that goes with the creation of videos that, for example, you can just let's say customize a little bit later or to put it in the prompt. But if you, for example, just want to create one out of your sleeve, like, okay, today I have, for example, a parent meeting for induction day. Well, but you don't have most of your materials ready. Here is where you go. So one of the things that I would suggest is typing something as simple as this. For example, create an onboarding session for parents about AI, about AI safety. So in this case, you can either just leave it with this prompt, or if you already have created a document that has specific information for your video, you can simply put here the at and add that document directly from your drive, okay? So in this case, we're going to do it without it, all right? So you can see it. Okay. Now, one of the most interesting things about this feature is that it's called storyboard for a reason. It creates an editable outline for us to either, change the name if we want it, to add another space, or delete if we don't like what the outline has produced for us. Let's imagine that we agree with it and we like what we see. So the thing that we have to do next is to click next. Now, here we have a limited group of templates. They're always going to be the same ones, okay? So if you want to have consistency in your videos, I suggest for you to getting along with some of the templates that we already have here and decide which one works best for you. I really like this one because it has very little text and a lot of possibilities for us to add images and videos inside. So I think that this goes best for all of us. So you can see that here is the whole outline. So we go ahead and create the draft. It takes a couple of minutes for it to create. So I have prepared here already how it looks like, okay? So once that it's already created and we have our video, this is how it's going to look like. Of course, we are right now here in the editing, let's say, room of the Google Vids. So as you can see, if you guys are not quite familiarized with editing, let's say, rooms, let me walk you through. There are all the features that you're going to see separated every time that we have a Google Vid. Let me open it for you. Okay, every time that we open a Google Vid, it's going to have the table, right? But in order for us to not necessarily open or get lost in the tools, okay, we have here the toolbars, okay, on this the right side. which is everything that is related to AI and all the AI features that Google Vids offer. It is also true that if you guys are not using your, let's say, school package, and maybe you're using the one that just because you have a Google account, and it's a free version, meaning that you're not paying for Pro, there are some features that are going to be limited. Like, for example, VO, which is for extra video creation, and some other features related to the paid version you might not have. You will have you will have vids, but with as in the freemium version. So unfortunately, that is not what we're going to see here today. For those that are not paying, I suggest for you to just let's say discover what is it that you can do, but definitely you're going to find out that if you are spending time in Google Vids and most of the things that you do is related to Google Space, my advice for you would be to invest a small amount, which I think that it's reasonable all over the globe, for you to have a better quality and access to all of the tools. Okay, so this said, this is how it looks like. Okay, so here we have a full project. I am just going to play it so you guys can hear the quality of the final project without me adding anything else beside the prompt. So let's see.
Welcome, parents. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is now a part of high school life. This video will show you how to help your student use AI safely and effectively for homework and at home. We understand that learning about new technology can be challenging. This guide is designed to be clear and helpful for all parents, whether English is your first language or not. AI tools can be very helpful.
Okay, so as you can see, by just only adding the prompt, I have this full video. I didn't do anything else except that adding that prompt. So what is it that I can do in order to customize my video? Imagine that, for example, you have to respect the school colors, the school brand. So in that case, my advice for you would be to revise here, to go here, let's say, okay. And then we're going to find the customized style palettes. So in case that you already know your school color palettes, you just go ahead and click it and you can customize it, okay? So the templates are there. The preset templates are there for you to grab and use in order to make your life easier, but you can just go ahead and change the colors as you please depending on the brand of your school, so you don't break any school policy and you keep a line and consistency. Again, usually the IT or the admin will be the one giving you these guidelines, but other than that, if you are open to, I mean, if you're free to use any color, using these kind of templates are going to be lifesavers. So far it's looking good? Yes? Okay. All right, people. So let's learn a couple of tricks that I can do once that I have created a video. So for example, what about transitions? In case that you guys are just starting with video creation, and you have not created ever before a video, like for example, if you are not a regular Canva user, because Canva has very similar features, or if you have used video editing before in other platforms, they are quite similar. For this reason, using Google Vids, it's very familiar for those that have used these type of tools for years. So let's talk, for example, about transitions. Transitions sometimes can be boring. We just don't like it. We just don't want them sometimes. So my advice for you is just that pay attention to the to the bar. We can just click here. Yes, with your mouse, you go up and down. Yes, so you can see all the things that are in the video, okay? So here we have this feature over here is going to be the video. And if you just put the mouse on it, okay, it's going to tell you what is it exactly that you are looking at, okay? Yes, so for example, here is related to some of the videos, some of the features that are like, for example, some of the colors or the stickers that are there. So you can play, you can add, or you can erase them in case that you don't want them. Or you can, as you can see, they are, you can edit them very easily. You see, you can just click them around. Yes, as you can see, by just taking them away or undo it, okay? So don't be scared to play around with the tool, because the worst thing that can happen is that you just go ahead and undo it, okay? So don't be scared to edit, because most of the comments that I got when I was reading your Google Forms was like, oh my God, this is the first time that I am creating a video, and for this reason, I am very nervous. I read that all over our Google Forms. So if this is the first time, just go ahead and play with it, okay? This is a draft. This doesn't have to be the final one that you're going to, you know, deliver or share with your colleagues. Just play with it first, okay? And if it looks good enough, well, there you go. You did your job for the day, and then you can move on to the next video. So as I was saying about transitions, everything is editable, everything is clickable. So here, these buttons over here are the transitions. You can just click them, and you can just choose the different options that we have. For example, do you see? If you want the transition to dissolve, if you want it to fade, if you want it to push, okay? So you have a variety of options. You're good with the one that we already have, which is this one. Let me play it again.
We understand.
Okay, so in that case, you don't touch it. But if you're not satisfied, you have the possibility to change. Now, let's imagine that you don't really like, for example, one of the slides. It can be very easily eliminated. So you just click on it, and then with the right button of the mouse, you also click it. Sorry, you click it. And then you just delete it. There you go. Oh, it was a mistake. You didn't want to do that? You go ahead and undo it. As simple as that. Sounds good? Yes, it's easy, right? So that goes for the rest of the video. Now, what happens with all the buttons that we have here? I have some examples, but little by little, I would like to show you what is it that we can do within this video so far. So what about, for example, the music? Now, in this case, sometimes we need, just to make the video a little bit more entertaining, sound, but sometimes we just don't. So as you can see, as I showed you before, you just click, you see, you just click the bar or the feature that you would like to change or alter. Let me go back. So here you have it. You can make it longer or shorter. Or in this case, you can just click again, the music, and you're going to see this. Edit with transcript, generate voiceover, sound. We're just going to click sound because we just want to make it the sound lower or higher. So for example, I just put it 70%, because for me, sound was high enough, but maybe for you can still be a little bit annoying, so you can just lower the sound. You see? Let's see. I put it at 50%. Let's see the difference, okay?
We understand that learning about new technology can be challenging.
As you can see, the music is in the background, it's a little lower, and the narrator has a higher volume. Okay, So I hope that you guys are doing the same in your computer, that you have opened your storyboard, that you have introduced a prompt, even added a file by putting an ad in your file, and then of course, generating the video. So what happens with the images that I have here? Imagine that you're not really happy with the image that have been created here, okay? Because sometimes it can happen. Remember that this is AI, and sometimes when we use the storyboard, unfortunately, it can do the first boring part, which is doing things step by step. It can just give you the final output, but there are scenes or things that we just really don't like, or they don't belong to what is it that we're asking. For example, when I created this video was an onboarding video for students about dress code. This is a common video that we can use in any school around the world, right? So there were some images that they really didn't belong. Like, for example, one of the images that I wanted to change, let me see if it was this one. Okay, yeah. So if I am talking about dress code, imagine that I am, watching my video, the video that Google Vids has created for me. And then, you see, let me show you.
Specific to our female student, tops should have appropriate necklines and strap widths.
So do you see? We're talking about tops and straps and things like that. And then suddenly the image doesn't match. Now, this was, of course, AI generated already. So what is it that I can do? So I go ahead and click it, and I have different options. I have the option to either, record it myself, and maybe I can appear. So if I click it, see? Okay. So as you can see here, there are different features that I can use. Either start recording, camera and screen, which is very similar to what I am doing right now, that I am sharing my own screen, or just the screen. And I can start the recording, okay? Yes. And you can see here this button. You can even create your own script. So if you click it, let me see. Sana, am I back? Because for a second, I think that my computer glitched.
No, it's still like waiting
Yeah.
for the screen to load. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what we can do, what I wanted to show you is that here in this button over here where it says show script, is that visible, Sana? At least?
Yeah, that is visible.
Okay, well,
That is visible.
basically what here is lacking to open, and maybe it's because right now I am using this camera, that it could be the problem, is that it will appear your image ready for you to record. So in case that you don't have the time to memorize the script, or you are the kind of person who gets a little bit nervous in front of a camera, it's always a good idea to have your script ready. So in this button, you just click it and you just copy paste the script that you're going to the script that you're going to use, and then you just go ahead and read it naturally. So I'm going to close this button over here, or if you're happy with this one, you keep the video. But if you're not, okay, you just go here and click VO. All right. So here you have the opportunity to create a new video. Now, I think that this is actually really useful because you can simply say, just by adding something like, student, teen, female student, choosing, choosing clothes. Yes, because we were talking about clothes and we were talking about, like how is it that you have to dress for school, right? So we are going to generate that image. While this creates and generates, I would like to show you another image. Now, for example, this image over here, I also had to create it because it was creating, again, something totally different. So I asked to create siblings, yes, getting ready to go to school in the morning. So this was the video that it generated. Let's see it.
Materials, visible underwear, or extremely low-cut tops.
Okay, so let's go back here. As you can see in this image, I maybe don't like the framing, okay? Because it doesn't match the style of the video that I'm using right now. So you can also edit that. You see, you can make it like this, okay? Or for example, you can crop it and make it, let's say, like this, in case that is what you guys are looking for. So there are different possibilities for us to play with. But for the time being, let's keep it as it was. Okay, so let's go to the image that we were generating. Here it is. Okay, so what do I do? As you can see, the image is there, okay? Yes? And if we like it, we just go ahead and leave it. If not, we recreate it. When you click the button recreate, it means that you give it another chance. What does it mean, add ingredients? Adding ingredients is that if you have a specific image or if you have a specific inspiration that you want the 𝗬𝗂3.1 to follow, you can just add it here. It's going to link into your specific files and it's going to take it from there, okay? So please get them ready before we get to this part. But imagine that we're happy with what we have, so we just go ahead and click the button Insert. Insert scene. As you can see, it's going to come up full square. So in that case, I just edit it and use this version, for example, so it follows the consistency as what we had before, and see. Okay, yes. Again, as you can notice, it's AI generated. So perhaps, like putting a top in like over your sweater might not be the best, image that we wanted, but it paints a picture, right? So far, this is what we can do with final products that are given to us with the storyboard. Okay.
Skirts, dresses, and shorts must be of a modest length, generally reaching the mid-thigh.
There you go. So let's continue and move on to another thing that I can do with Google Vids. So Google Vids also give us the versatility to, let me open here another project. Honestly, I have to say that the internet gods don't like us when we go on the weekends because every time, it doesn't matter where we are, something happens with the internet. I think that I don't know what's wrong with that. Okay, so as I was saying, so far we were working with storyboard, and I also mentioned that a very easy, simple way to use or to start with Google Vids, even if we don't have lots of experience, is also with templates. So when we click templates, as you guys can see here, it's really fun. They're all editable, meaning that whatever it is that we choose, bear in mind that we are, choosing them because of the fonts, the colors, or the the different slides that it have, okay? But the good news is that Google Vids, different, for example, from other apps, allow us to mix match the templates. And I think that that is actually really cool. So for example, imagine that you like this one over here, okay? Yes, imagine that this is the one that we're going to use, okay? We insert all the scenes. Different from the storyboard one, I am only taking the template because I am just going to recycle the template for me to add the information, okay? So in this case, it's not, we have to do a little bit of the hard work, all right? But I wanted to show you this. Here, okay, on the sidebar, we have also the templates. So you click it. And in case that you want to, let's see, you want to add more, okay, you can either copy, yes, and add another one there. But if you don't want to do it that way, okay, let's imagine that you really liked this one. So you can click it over, yes, and you, with your mouse, you can just click with the right button, and also you can duplicate it, okay? There it is, duplicate scene. So when you duplicate the scene, you can have double. And of course, you should change the image. Makes sense, right? Okay. Now, in this case, let's see. The templates usually come with music already because they come with a certain vibe. So let's see if we also like that one. Okay, so I'm okay with the music, it's fine. But did you notice that here there was like sort of like a mistake? Don't worry, we can just simply delete it. So we just click over it, okay? And delete the scene. And that's it. No big issue, no big problem about it. So if there are mistakes produced by the AI, don't forget that everything is editable and things can be changed. Again, I just have to go and click over it. In case that I don't like it, I can move things around, as you can see. Do you see that I'm moving things around? Yes. I can go ahead and also edit the text in case that I don't like the text. Yes. Yep. And in case that that is not the font that I want, I can just go ahead and choose whatever font I want. Yes, or I am allowed to use. Let's not forget that. Oh, I don't want any of this. I can just undo everything and just go ahead and go back to where I started. Yes? So, one of the things that I also love about this is that, okay, I do like the music, but I feel a little bit more creative today. And I feel that instead of having this low and mellow kind of tone, what about, yeah, this is like very nice, very chill. But what if I want something a little bit more upbeat? So I go here to music and I can describe the kind of music that I want. So my advice for you is to be as descriptive as possible, but again, simple prompting, right? So you can say something, create an upbeat song, motivational, happy. Okay. Yes, I'm just telling it exactly what is it that I want. When we're specifically prompting for music creation, it is important for us to be descriptive, especially of the sensations and feelings and tone, for example, that we want it to have. So it reproduces that. So let's see what is it that it comes up with. Okay. All right.
Shadows fade away. This is gonna be your day.
Okay, so as you can hear, it came with lyrics, okay? Maybe no lyrics. Okay. We don't erase it yet because if you click the recreate button, it's going to erase that song. Oh, okay, it says it's not possible. So what does it mean? It means that unfortunately, we don't have much liberty to, let's say, choose as when, for example, we use other tools like Suno, for example, okay? So in this particular case, when we are creating these kinds of music, for example, it would be something, sorry, this music, no, this kind of tunes. Let's go always by instrumental. Okay, and then the rest of the information that I add. Motivational, happy. Yes? Okay, let's go with that one. Let's see what is it that it offers us. So far, everybody, it's looking good? Yes? Nothing too complicated? Okay, so let's listen. There you go. So if you don't want any lyrics, instead of saying no lyrics, because as you saw, it's not going to accept that, let's just say instrumental. I learned it the hard way this week because it was driving me honestly crazy because it always was giving me songs with lyrics. But then I was like, duh, I have to just put the word instrumental, and there you go. So what is it that we do? Okay, you like the song, you insert it. But then, as you can see, we have here two songs, okay? We will have the original song that the video comes with, okay? And the one that we actually want. So you click the one that you don't want anymore and just click the right button and delete it. As simple as that, okay? But of course, as you can notice, the song is shorter. So what is it that you do? You click here on the song, and then with the right button, you duplicate, okay? And then you duplicate until you have like the whole video cover. Make sense? Easy, right? So what happens if the sound is too high? So in this case, again, we saw this at first. We go ahead and click it. We click sound, and we can just load the volume or mute it in case that there is a section that we don't want it with sound. Like for example, let's say here, I don't want it with sound. So I just go ahead and mute it. Okay, so let's see how it looks like. I'm going to put it here. So as my video is running, etc., and maybe I wanted to insert here an audio about somebody speaking or me speaking, there you go. So in this case, I have just muted the sound, okay? Or in case that I don't necessarily want it to mute it 100%, I just go here and unmute it and just make it a lot lower, okay? 30%. Let's see how it goes. Do you see? So in this case, you guys are free to adjust the volume in each one of the sections as you please. So let's continue learning. So we've learned how to work with VO, okay? And how to create images in the previous video, that we can create them either from scratch or animate an image. Animating an image is actually very easy. Let's use this empty space that we have here, okay? So I'm going to add an ingredient. An ingredient is an image or a video that I already have. So imagine that I want to animate a picture that I have taken from our school, and I want to, you know, like put that as part of the footage, right? So I put it there and I write, for example, my prompt would be something like this. Make short video of the image. As you can see, it's as easy as generating it, I didn't say alter the video. I just use of the image. So I exactly wanted it to be the image that I am uploading here. Okay, so let's give it a second. And if it's taking too long, I think that I already have prepared another video with this just in case this one is taking too long. It's just that I wanted to show you the process, okay? Okay, so far it's working good. Sana, do we have any questions related to the process? Today I'm going like super slow because I do know that the majority of us don't have the expertise of editing. So I'm just going little by little. And perhaps for those who know me, I'm always caffeine and I'm always like 100% and a lot faster, but
Yeah, there was one by Anthony, and he says that he keeps getting a glitch related to create a draft video. There is one there, but apart from that, there was one about that, okay, whether we can download them. So can you also showcase that, okay, in which format it can be downloaded?
of course, of course. Now we're getting there. Now, thank you. I'm just going to cover that in a second. So, okay, we have generated here the image and we're happy with that. Let's insert it, okay? And it is as easy as clicking exactly where is that we want it to be inserted. Imagine that you want to repeat the same image later on, okay, in another, let's say, slide or scene. Let's call them scene because this is not a presentation. This is like a video, so it is a scene. So you just click the scene that you wanted it to be and then insert it. Do you see? Insert scene, okay? And you can make it smaller, okay? Or undo, or no, you decided that that's not where you want it to be, so you just undo it, okay? So it is as easy as that. Nothing is lost, nothing has changed, okay? So we're going back to the scene that we wanted to, okay, here. Cool, right? So in this case, imagine that you want it to be a little longer. Yes? So there you go. Okay. So you can just grab it over here. Yes, with your mouse and make it longer. Okay. It's going to be the same video though in a loop. So just keep in mind that it's not that it's going to keep on going like the school doors are going to open or something like that, unfortunately. But basically, that's what it is. Okay, we just have like a longer version of that video in a loop. All right. So do we have any questions about that? No? All right. So in this case,
This rap vids in that.
sorry. In case that you need some inspiration, okay, you can click this button over here and it's going to show you a gallery. That gallery, there you go.
For work, ain't no need to fuss. I'm on the mic, about to drop this.
This beautiful salmon is from the crisp waters of Hokkaido.
Oh, I've seen my share of victory, but
And basically why they're showing you this, because in case that you don't have an image to upload or you don't know exactly what is it that you want to prompt and you say like, aha, this is exactly what I need, you can just go ahead and copy the prompt here, okay? Or
this silver victory for vids in.
here, okay? Copy prompt, yes?
I'm on the mic.
There you go, like this one. Let me show you in case. There you go, okay? Yes, so it gives you the opportunity to reproduce it. Okay, so let's close this one, all right? We have here the scene of our school. Okay, here we are. So let's keep on learning how to download it. This could have been explained at any point of this workshop, but let's take the opportunity that about how to share it and to show how to collaborate with our colleagues. So imagine that you are co-creating this video with a colleague. Now, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the workshop, Google Vids, as most of the things from Google Space, can be easily shared, basically because that is the Google philosophy, for us to share it within the space, right, of our work. So you just can, for example, if you want to download, you can export it in all of these versions, okay? But if you want to share it, you can just write down the name, for example, here. You can share it. Okay, video 1. Okay, that's the name of our video. We're gonna save it. I'm exporting it to my drive so you guys can see it. Or I can copy the link, okay? And I can share that link with my space. So for example, Sana, I am going to sharing this at this time. Okay, it's not letting me, but for some reason it's not letting me, but it is possible to definitely go ahead and share it with your colleagues, as in when you share a typical document, okay? Let me see if with another file, okay, it's possible for me with another video to do that, okay? I don't understand why it's not letting me. Okay, let me see if, for example, this one over here is possible for me to share. Sana, is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yes, okay. Again, it's glitching a little bit, so for this reason, I don't know. Okay, so let me see if I can share this one. There you go. Okay. The typical, as we already know it, that it appears. Sana?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Hello?
Yes, yes, it has, Andy.
Hello?
Yeah, it has.
Yes, okay. So yeah, again, as I'm telling you, oh, there it is. Okay, finally, here is, as you guys know, the typical way that we can share documents, slides, presentations, etc. with Google Space. Here we also have it. So let's say, of course, I have Sana, I have 𝗪𝗂, you see? So for example, in this moment, I'm going to share it with Sana. I don't know, imagine that I'm in trouble. So I'm like, Sana, help. Help me fix this presentation, for example, okay? Or in this case, this video. So there you go. I am letting her as an editor, or if I just want her to be a viewer or a commenter, I just add and click accordingly, okay? Yes, but in this case, I want her to edit. So, Sana, there, off it goes, okay? So there you have it. All right, so there are a couple important things that I want you to learn today, which is, for example, how to create avatars, okay? Now, in this case, well, not to create, to use. For the moment, Google has not allow us to create our own avatars, okay, of our own images. It already allow us to have fixed avatars that you can choose over here. Yes, there you go. As I mentioned before, if you have the freemium version, you might not get access to that. But if you're having the school package, or if you are paying for Google Pro, you are definitely having it. Okay, so let me show you again. You click avatar and then you have it. You have a possibility to either have real life looking avatars, or more
The voice.
there you go, or avatars that are more like a cartoon type, which I really like. For example, if you're going to create materials for children, do sort of like a video for story time, it's really nice. For instance, let's check their voices.
The voice you select makes a difference in how viewers respond to.
The voice you select makes a difference in how viewers respond.
The voice you select makes a difference in how viewers respond.
The voice you select makes it.
Okay, so this said, I'm going to show you based on a script that I have not created, that was given to me from this specific video, okay, how the avatar sounds and looks like. Okay. Is it rolling, Sana? Can you see it roll? No?
Yes, yes, I can see it. But again, I think so it's the internet due to which it's a little slow. But yeah, it's doing good.
All right, hold on. Let me try to play it again. Is it moving though?
Okay, let me see. Not, try it again.
Okay.
Says that content couldn't be loaded.
Let's celebrate a life event
Yeah.
together.
Works.
There you go. Okay. So again, let's listen to it again.
Let's celebrate a life event together.
So what happens if you want to make it a little longer? This is my avatar that I wanted her to keep on saying things, okay? Because I just wanted her to try out. Let's celebrate a live event together. I am Andy, and today we will talk about whatever, okay? About life goals. Yes. It takes a little bit of time to
Let's celebrate a life event together. I am Andy, and today we will talk about life goal.
Yes. Okay. By the way, goals. Right? Okay, so now it's going to be generating that in a video format, okay? So you have heard the preview of that, and now you're going to see the whole video created. Let's see.
Let's celebrate a life event together.
Okay, so far it has not uploaded it. Let's wait. Okay. Still doing that. So to go back to the avatar, to the avatars, you can use that same avatar for all the scenes or just for the current scene, okay? So I don't want to touch it right now because it's creating, but you can use it for all the scenes. And for example, if we want to use different avatars down the way, it also can be possible. For example, in this one, imagine that for memories, okay, I want to talk about school memories. For example, okay, and I want to use a different avatar. Okay, let's say Eric. I select it, okay. And because I have my mouse on that that scene that I want it to go, okay, that's where it will appear.
School memories are important in life.
And And again, I am generating him, okay? And it will appear, once that it's ready, it will appear on that scene. Let's go back for a second to the first one. Okay, so I erased this one, okay, the old scene. Sana, is it, did it erase it or not? It's just that on my end, it's very slow and I'm not sure if it has, no?
No, at the moment we can see two.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
it's good.
different.
Teaching moment, it's okay. This is the old version and this is the new version with the new part of the script that we have created, right? So again, imagine that you're not happy with the shape. You can just go ahead and crop it as we have done before, okay? So you can add this in case that you want to be consistent. You can add this shape, okay? So let's see.
Let's celebrate a life event together. I am Andy.
Okay, there you go. So let me erase this one. Okay. I can work with the size. Okay. And here we go.
Let's celebrate a life event together. I am Andy, and today we will talk about life goals.
All right, there you go. Now, apparently, let's see if there. Okay, so our friend is already here. I think that it's already ready. Okay. There. Okay. So
School memories are important in life.
there you go. Same thing. Imagine that we just want to use a different avatar. So there you go. Okay, you just go ahead, crop it, and put it here. Okay. Now, as you guys can see in the slides or the scenes that already have images, okay, we can either change them with the tools that we have on the sidebar, okay, or we can just go ahead if we are allowed, okay, if you see this, it's because you can either select a video. Okay, you can either upload a video that you already have, you can generate a new clip, or you can generate an image or go from stock. Okay, if you want to use from stock, which you also have from your sidebar, okay, you're going to find millions of videos, images, music from Google Stock. So you can pick it from there. And again, the internet gods are not working for with us today. Honestly, I don't know who is it that we have to bribe in order to get internet to work for us, but okay. Well, let me show this time.
It's loading.
Hello? Did it show?
Yeah, it's slowly and gradually. Yeah, it's showing now the videos.
Okay, yes. It's just that I am sort of like refreshing it so it can, be a little bit faster. But all right, so here we see videos, but for example, we also can have access because that's what we're doing right now. But if we click stock, okay. Okay, yes. We can select different things. If we go with all, we have access, well, until it uploads, we have access to videos, we have access to stock images, music, stickers, sound effects, GIFs, and Google Images. It's really interesting for you to look the stock that they have because, for instance, imagine that you just want to type the word school, you write it down, and you keep the button all, and it will give you everything they have related to school in videos, stock images, music, etc. So we don't have to go crazy and find that kind of material online. So that is definitely a lifesaver. Also, every time that we see this button over here, as I mentioned, you can either click it here or you can pre-record it by clicking the record button on the Google's toolbar. Okay, so far I think that we have covered like 85%. We still have 10 more minutes before question time, so let's see here what is left. When it comes to images, okay, we also can create images either by reusing the prompts that we might find in like here as examples, or for example, that we already have a clear idea of what we want. For instance, I want to create a school scene, graduation, happy. Okay, again, I am not being extremely descriptive because I want the image to be as neutral as possible. Let's see what it generates for us. So while it's generating, it's important for you to have, in my opinion, I think that it's a lot easier if we already have some images that we can use as ingredients in order for us to have a better reference. So, okay, there you go. Here it is. Not one of my favorite choices, but hey, I can use it, right? So you insert it and you can, for example, delete this one, edit image, yes. Okay. And you can insert it directly here, okay. Again, you can crop it and change it as you wish. Oh, this is not what you want? Okay, you go ahead and erase it. That's it, you delete it. You can also click here and you can edit the image, okay, also in the same way. So you click edit image and, for example, let's use the same thing. Edit image, we click it, we paste it, we click, and then let's see what it generates for us in that aspect ratio. All right, so while it generates, let's see. Okay. There you go. Much better, right? That's what we wanted. Something related to school, something related to the memories of school that we wanted to create here. Okay, so now let's create a new video. I am showing this at the end basically because Shahida has shown us, and you too, Sana, to create from slides. Sorry, yes, from slides to videos, right? So in that case, I didn't want to be repetitive. Yes, so let's see if it lets me open. Can you see it? Has it appeared yet or not?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay, let's see if by opening the ones that I have here, I can give you a couple of examples that I already have ready. Okay. What about now? Did it show?
Yeah, the drive is now showing.
Is it showing?
Yeah, it's like I think it's still loading the files. Yeah, it's showing now. Yeah,
Showing now?
it was showing. Because again, it's also with video. Usually by the time it's showcasing at your end and by the time we are also looking at it, so there's a little bit of a lag there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that is understandable with video.
Yeah. Well, basically, while this uploads, what I wanted to show you is that you have the possibility to upload or to change, for example, like one format to another. You can take slides and transform it into a video. Depending on the slides, though, it can be much more dynamic than others. You can insert videos, you can insert stickers, you can do a million things. But the problem is that probably you have to edit a lot. Now, I had two results that I wanted to show you. One is a little bit more exciting than the other, if it allows me. But apparently it's not going to let me today.
Why don't you close the rest of your the ones that the tabs that you're not using and then try?
Yes, thank you. You read my mind because I was kind of like, how can I make our lives easier today? Dun. Okay, let me see if we can try a different way. What is more important is to develop patience and breathe in and breathe out. Okay.
In the meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, kindly let us know in the chat and then we will address those.
Okay, I think that it has uploaded. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
The starting one is the
All
starting
right,
project
so
is showing.
and that is what I wanted to go. So today we have covered storyboard, templates, VO. We have Lyria, which basically is the music part. We've covered the avatar. We have covered record. We have left upload and convert. But I also, before getting here, I wanted to show you this. You can see that we have different aspect ratios, which is landscape, portrait, and square. So unfortunately for portrait, they're still rolling out some of the features that we will use. Honestly, I think that the most important one that they should roll out as soon as possible is storyboard for portrait. Square, I don't know how much we're going to use that format like right now in the future, especially for social media and for cell phone usage. So I would think that I would like to think that it will roll out soon. So going back to where we were, converting slides into videos, it's very easy. You just click it here, okay? And it will allow you to upload or to go to the video creation part. It's not letting me, so let me see if right now it lets me open one of the files that I have already ready. Okay. Okay. Now look, here I have two presentations that I wanted to show you. This was the most satisfying one because in this video that was from slides to video, I didn't do anything. I didn't create any scripts. I didn't create anything more than just I didn't do anything else than uploading the slides. Can we see it now, Sana?
Yeah, it's loading. It's showing slowly and gradually. I think so the video is uploading, but I can see the text already for the first slide.
What about now? Sana, can you see it?
The video is uploading. I can see the text for video. Yeah, it's showcasing now.
Okay. All right, guys. So this was originally just a Google slide presentation, a normal one, right? So once that you have clicked that button and you have uploaded the document that you want, it will automatically create it. And this is the final output. Let's see how it looks like.
Welcome to this video on empowering linguistic creativity. We will explore 3 project-based learning, or PBL, lesson plans, and 3 AI tools to implement AI in the classroom. This video is important because it focuses on
So, of course, we have this final product ready for us to use. Let me see if it was here that I added it. Okay, here it is. There was at one point that I wanted to insert, for example, one of our avatars. So, for example, I just go here. Imagine that you want the avatar to appear here. You just go, click avatar, yes? And there was originally nobody here. There was nothing there. There was only the narrator that was reading the script that it was AI generated. So what I do is that I change it. Yes, I just chose
The voice.
I just chose one of the avatars. I selected it and it's started generating as you saw in the previous one, which I'm not going to do now because we are lacking time. But in a very similar way, you have to go through the same process and it will appear here. So look how it, so let's see the final product.
Before you begin, remember the principles of responsible AI: transparency, trustworthiness, pedagogical intent, consent, and disclosure. Always disclose AI assistance and use low-risk tools. I should be a co-creator, not a replacement. This approach aligns with the EU Digital Education Action Plan, focusing on balance, access, and inclusion.
AI in the ESL classroom.
Now, did you notice that there was like a change between the narrator voice versus the avatar voice? It is because I decided to cut one part of the section where the narrator was speaking and include only the avatar voice, because otherwise it's going to be overlapped. So how is it that we do that? Clicking the button, okay? We take the button of the mouse where it says split audio and play head. We click it, okay? Imagine that it's also here where we want to cut. Okay, imagine that it goes there and we also split it. And in that section that you have decided to cut, okay, or to split, you just delete it. You see? As simple as that. Now, in this case, of course, I am not going to destroy like the whole audio, because otherwise it's going to take too long, okay? But then, for example, what we can do in case that we're not happy with the script or whatever it has been said, we can just, for example, let's go back. Okay, here is where we were. We click it, the avatar, and we can just go ahead and change it. You see, everything is editable. All right, you can just edit and go ahead and retype whatever it is that it's necessary for us to retype. Okay, and then click back, undo it in case that you change your mind and you want to just keep the information as it was. Okay, so last but not least, is it possible to add captions? Of course, as simple as clicking captions, okay? In order for us to be a lot more inclusive, if that's possible. For current scene or all scenes, you just choose the caption that you prefer. Let's say this one, for example, to keep, you know, color coordination. There you go. And voila. And you can move it around, okay? As you wish, you see? Now, let me undo it, okay? And final tricks under the sleeve, we can add text, of course, in the traditional way, but also in the form as stickers that are editable, okay? Instead of this, we can say that. They're all editable. Okay, these are just like the little things that are fun to play with. And of course, we have so many, right? Or we can add different templates. Imagine that you want to, this is the end, right? But you want to add more things. So you can just go and say, I really like this template. So you can just go ahead and individually add either one, okay? Or insert all the rest of the scenes. Do you see? In case that you want to mix match those templates. All right. So now we have arrived to the Q&A.
Andy, Randa has asked that can captions be done in Arabic or only in English?
Unfortunately, let's go back so I can show you and not just tell you. When we are with either avatars or we want to use any other language, okay, for that matter, unfortunately, we have a very big limitation for now. Let me see, where is it? Avatar. Okay, there you go. These are the languages that are currently available. So unfortunately, we don't have much where we can pick from. So my advice is that if we have the possibility to do a recording, okay, and then upload it and insert it, and being us the ones who create it, perfect. Otherwise, we don't have that possibility. Yes, so that is for the audios and for you said the captions, right? Also, Sana?
Yeah,
Yes.
the captions.
Okay. As the same way as for the captions, okay, we don't have much to, we don't have a lot of possibilities either, because, there you go. The style and the language that the speaker, in this case, the avatar is the one that it's going to take, you see? So for the moment, and do you remember 𝗪𝗵𝘁 when it started?
Exactly, that's what I was going to say, that at the moment when Google is releasing tools, usually they do that in predominantly in English, and
Yes.
as they keep updating, more languages get updated, and the features that you see in Pro version at the moment, slowly and gradually they will get rolled out in free versions as well, because that is predominantly what I've seen. This is the goal for the year with Google, that they want to create that workspace where you are not switching to any other tool or any other LLM. So you
Yes.
will see these updates rolled out, and I think that this is at the moment in its worst form here, and you can see the
Yes,
possibility.
absolutely, especially because, I mean, today we have just done a very general overview because I have created a very specific guide that we're going to share with you where we provide with these general knowledge that we have shown you today, how to expand those ideas for example, K-12, university level, and training and staff. For example, in here, we have covered mainly the pain points that you guys ask us to cover during the while you were, like telling us in the Google Forms. We were like, okay, what is it that we can do? So we have shown you the guardrails about how to work within the Google Vids, but here are much more specific examples for you to cover. So for example, in this case, we give you the glossary terms, the frequently asked questions around, for example, Reddit or Google Vids users, in case that you guys are having those questions as well. And here there is like an educator self-assessment checklist that I would like to show you. By the way, this guide also has the original links, okay, from the official guides by Google. But I would like you guys to take it with a pinch of salt, basically because most of these, Google Vids was released originally in 2024, then rolled out entirely in June 2025. So not everything that you will find is updated. Okay, so what you have seen today is the most updated version of everything. But we just leave it there for reference. The checklist that we want you guys to follow is this, okay? As we usually do here in Skilling Future, we like to share some, there you go. Okay, so how to get started using AI properly, you know, for the recording, for the editing, for the media, all the points that you should cover before getting into the making process of the video, basically, so you can save a lot of your time. Honestly, I think that one of the things that you guys mentioned was like, oh, the time. It's because we sit down, we create random things perhaps sometimes, and the editing part, like fixing the mistakes part, is the one that takes up most of our time and patience and resources. So unfortunately, that's it. All right, I don't know if you guys have more questions. I do know that today I'm going very slow in comparison as I have done like many other things, but it's because it's a lot of information that covers a lot of mini tiny details. So I don't know if we have more questions.
I think I've covered all of the questions that were asked. Chris has tried PowerPoint slides, and then I think so. Anthony was also trying and creating content. I love it when our participants do it along the way, and we get feedback as well. So what are the
Exactly.
first things that you guys are going to try? We would love to see what you guys create. And it's more about experimentation. More you experiment, the better you will get to see. I'm going to try it out. That okay, because at the moment when I have to create videos or any tutorials, Canva has been my go-to. I'm going to try Vids and have a look and do that.
I would like also to suggest the following. There are so many tutorials out there. Please notice the how long this video has been uploaded, because for example, there are some videos that are 6 months old, and even if it doesn't look like that much, like they don't look like that old, it is in terms of AI and anything related to, for example, Google Spaces. For example, Storyboard was not originally named like that. Storyboard was originally named, I have it here somewhere. Okay, it was originally named yes, it was originally named Create and Design. Yes, probably they noticed that it was not very good for marketing, so they took it out, and now it's called just Storyboard, for example. You see, so if you don't find it or you don't see it, it's not that something is wrong with your with the version that you have. It's just that probably it has been added like in a different way, different name, etc. So in the same way goes with the site integrated toolbar, okay? Everything you're going to find it in the site integrated toolbar. All right, so I hope that everything that we have learned today, it has been a very enjoyable learning experience for me too. There are many things that we, of course, can do in similar tools, like, for example, Canva, if you are Canva users. But it is also true that if your school already provides this as as part of the digital package, use it, because it's going to be easier for you to collaborate with colleagues, to create work that is valuable. And I frankly believe that there are infinite possibilities for us to discover. As Sana has mentioned, if you create your next Google Vids after this session, we would love to showcase it, for example, and maybe see it if you would like to share it with us in the comments, for example, on LinkedIn or YouTube, that would be great. So that's it from my end, and I hope that you find today's session enjoyable and useful.
Thank you so much, everybody. And if you have not filled in the feedback form, kindly do so, because that is where I'll be able to send you guys this the guide that Andy has created very meticulously, addressing all of the concerns that we have had. And I hope so that you guys join us for our upcoming sessions as well. The promise remains the same, that okay, there are going to be value additions and practical with respect to what are the things that educators, you're looking for. So definitely see you guys in our upcoming session.
Perfect. Thank you. Bye, everybody.